8:35, it's WGHT. We're live. We're local. Jimmy House. I'm Greta Latona, joining us today from BEW Financial Solutions to help you get your finances in order. Bruce Weiner joins us. Good morning.
How are you doing today?
We're doing well.
Hey, Bruce, let's cut to the chase. We have some important business to talk about that's very urgent to a lot of our listeners, and it is approaching, and it is a very serious time of the year that some people either take for granted or they're so confused they have brain lock. And we're talking about the deadline for the Medicare, right?
Well, open enrollment starts on, it's actually started where the information is able to be given out. And from October 15th to December 7th, people can choose a new Medicare Advantage plan if they're on that, or a new drug plan, or get off the Medicare Advantage plan and get a Medicare Supplement plan.
So let's do a rundown to set up our questions. Medicare, if you're in your 50s and you do not know what Medicare is, Medicare, of course, is the program that the government offers you when you're 65, correct? Sometimes a little earlier, depending on your situation.
For those people who are disabled and on SSI for 2 years, they get Medicare too.
The free portion of Medicare offer to the United States citizens.
Free portion offers Medicare Part A if you work enough quarters in the United States.
Now, Medicare Part A covers, if I believe I'm right,
hospitalization.
So when you're in the hospital overnight or same-day surgery?
No, just hospitalization,
Whoa.
Just inpatient hospitalization. Same-day surgery would be covered under Part B.
Now, Medicare Part B, that's not free.
For most people, it's not free now.
How much does Medicare Part B cost a normal citizen a month?
$180 a month.
Roundabout. And that covers outpatient or same-day surgery and doctor bills.
Doctors, testing, drugs that you get in the drugs that you might get in the doctor's office or the hospital. So it covers a lot. And then, of course, your Part B, which is not free, also covers your drugs.
Over the past month, what have our senior citizens been receiving in the mail almost daily that is confusing us? What are they getting? They're getting information that says time is running out. This is your last chance. You need to make a decision. What are they speaking about?
Well, Medicare drugs and Advantage plans are a very profitable piece of product for the companies. So they're all trying to get you to sign up with them. And you know what? The companies, this is America. The companies deserve a product, so I don't fault them for that. But you need somebody to guide you as to which is the right plan for you.
And that's where we want to talk to you. And that's how we have to straighten out this mess for our listeners, because we're in a period that's upcoming called open enrollment. Now, what is that?
Well, that's a program where, you, like I said in the beginning, you can change your drugs and your Medicare Advantage. If you're on a Medicare Advantage, you can switch back to original Medicare and a Medicare Supplement plan. Your options are open to you again. Now, just to make it clear, you can buy a Medicare Supplement plan any time of the year. Most people don't realize that. But it's what it's for your drug plans and your Medicare Advantage plans.
Absolutely. Say a guy was a construction worker or a hard-working blue-collar worker, or even, the most educated executive. They may not be educated, most likely will not be educated in this unless you work in a hospital and you worked in a billing office and you understand a doctor's billing. BEW Financial Solutions comes in right now because this is a very important time and an opportunity for you to either save money or go over your medical history and what you need and see if you're overpaying and see if you can afford better coverage. Am I right?
What I find is it doesn't matter what your educational level is.
Right.
Most people don't understand Medicare. I mean, you can actually be a doctor yourself without understanding.
It's so true.
But the doctor themselves, they're not dealing with the billing department. they're not dealing with A, B, D, and C. They're trying to give you tests, and they know what they know, and I know what I know.
Right.
And what's important is that formularies are what drugs a company will cover, will change every year. So even if you're on the same plan and the same drugs, you got to make sure next year that this plan is still the best plan for you.
Absolutely right, because you said earlier, a couple of moments ago, that every year these businesses are in business to make money, and if they're not making money with the way a plan is written, maybe they're covering or the copay is too low for a certain medication that you're on, you may find that your coverage will be lacking if you stay on the same plan, and you need somebody to help you get through the maze of what to do at this time of the year when it's your opportunity.
And even your doctors, maybe your doctor's in network now, and next year it's not in network.
Yeah, that's scary. That's scary right there. You go to your doctor, 3 months later you get a bill, and it turns out that it was not a covered doctor that's in the network.
What will happen with that, Jimmy, is this. Is the doctor will see you one time as a transition. The same thing with your prescriptions. There's always a transition period.
Oh, thank
but
you.
After that, you got to, and you're stuck, because here you are in February, you're on the plan, and you can't change.
We're with Bruce Weiner from BEW Financial Solutions right here in Pompton Lakes, and he is the answer to some of your worries and plans regarding your medical coverage, especially right now if you're a senior. Bruce, what would be the intelligent thing for somebody to do to come in and seek your expertise on this? Call you, drop in, bring what paperwork? It's a cry for help.
Best thing to do is call me. And when you visit me, the best thing to do is to have a list of all your prescriptions and doctors. That's my client's homework. Just give me all your prescriptions and doctors. I'll take that information and try to find a plan that fits your needs. Now, the other thing I do, which is extremely important, which I've helped a lot of people this year, is get them different state programs that helps them on the cost of their prescriptions.
There's a hidden cost right there for people who may not understand things. You take for granted while you're working.
It's not a hidden cost, Jimmy. What it is there's different state programs out there that will help pay for your Part B premiums, that will help pay for your drug coverage, that will help pay for your medicines. And people say, I make too much money, I don't qualify for that. But you know what? Maybe they do. Because in New Jersey, we live in a state that's very high cost. So the levels to get that kind of help are higher than other states.
Wow. It's leaving me speechless and also brain-locked. It really is.
But Jimmy, just come to my office and we'll unlock your brain and we'll take care of you.
The most important thing, I would think, if someone's working and they're lucky enough to have a drug plan, and then they reach retirement age, and in the back of their mind, they're just taking for granted that, oh, my drugs are going to be covered by Medicare. That's not true unless they get the proper coverage and the right coverage.
Or some retirement plans do extend coverage, like teachers get drug plans and health plans beyond Medicare after they retire. But
it's not so for most or some people, and you really seriously need the expert's advice. And Bruce is a qualified expert at the ins and outs regarding this.
And it also takes the time. When you come to my office, Jimmy, it's not just about one product. We take it's like a doctor that takes a holistic approach. We take a holistic approach to the client. But we don't do it all in one visit, because there are other things seniors need to talk about other than Medicare, too. So we help decipher what you need to do to get your stuff in order.
Yeah, it's a lonely feeling if you're a senior, and let's face it, your kids, maybe they've moved out of state or they're not around as they used to be when you were younger, even when you were in your 50s. And maybe, God forbid, you're a widow or a widower, or your spouse is incapable of understanding what's going on. And it could be a very, very lonely feeling for a senior citizen out there on a limb, not knowing what to do and looking at all these papers that are coming in the mail now. And this open enrollment period is a very confusing time because, as you said before, the mail, you get bombarded by these companies. And a lot of times these letters, because I've seen my mom's letters, they're very scary looking. Some of them use the color red, and they use these big letters. Your time is running out. Don't.
You just bring that to my office, and usually what happens, clients bring me this big pile, and I say, okay, let's put that in the circular file, and let's talk.
I love it.
You know, a lot of trees are being wasted. on these flyers.
Isn't that true? Absolutely true.
You know, even as an adult and, a caretaker of, my parents and things, you're really, as yourself, you're not educated in these plans. So when your parent comes to you really and asks you questions, I have to say 8 times out of 10, I don't know myself because of the changes every single year. So go to BEW and let him just sort it all out for you so you have peace of mind, because there are special needs plans. There's the HMOs, there's the PBOs, there's the Advantage, there's the point of service plans, there's medical savings accounts. There's so many things. Go with what you need, the medications that you have, the long-term care you're looking at, and he can sort out a perfect plan for you.
And even if you're on Medicaid and Medicare, there's a plan for you. If you're on Medicaid and Medicare, there's a special plan that's created just for you.
That I didn't know.
I mean, it's okay to say, I'm not sure. I'm going to bring it to the expert. So just do that. Bruce is more than happy to sort everything out for you. And there are even plans that go beyond the coverage, things that cover wellness care, things that cover maybe your flu shots, wellness care, things like that as well.
Your glasses, your hearing.
Really?
Oh, absolutely. I have a plan, I'm going to not mention the name, that for a very low because a hearing aid can cost $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 per year.
Good Lord.
Okay? Mm-hmm. And I have a plan that for a couple of $100 you can get a hearing aid.
That's mine, $8,000 if you get top-notch hearing aids, $4,000 for each year. Nobody has that kind of money. That's insane.
Yeah. Medical expenses is insane. And the other thing I'd like to get across to your listeners is, while you're healthy and you don't have to worry about things, and you're in your 50s and 60s, you got to talk to your children. You got to talk about power of attorney. You got to think about, while you have your mind in state now, while you're thinking correctly, what do you want to happen, God forbid, that's no longer the case. And those are the type of things we talk about, how to solve. You might have to go into a long-term care facility in 20, 30 years. Now, everyone tells me I'm not going into a long-term care facility.
That's a pipe dream, right? That's a pipe dream.
We make plans and God laughs. That's my say.
Isn't it so? Isn't it so? These are some serious issues, Bruce, and things that people do not like to talk about.
Yeah, but you know what? It's like if you're in financial stress, don't ignore the situation. It's just going to make it harder to repair it.
It's like you either deal with it now or deal with it later.
Yeah. It's sort of like change the oil now or build an engine later.
Good analogy. Great analogy. So the time to act is now. I'm going to put an X on the calendar. What day is the first day of open enrollment?
That will be October 15th.
We're talking about a Sunday, the 15th. And when does it close?
December 7th.
All right. So that gives you enough time to go to your pharmacy, get a printout of your prescriptions.
The ideal thing to do.
That's right. And a lot of times the ideal thing to do is not what you do. You don't even know that you can do that. You can sometimes do that even on the telephone. You can get a printout of all your prescriptions. You could take a look at your insurance policies or bring your policy numbers, and Bruce will help you.
I don't need a printout of the doctors. All I need is just your doctor's name, telephone number, and address, and the correct spelling of their names. A lot of times people will come
It's
to
true.
me.
It's phonetic, right?
and they think they know how to spell the doctor's names, and I have to Google it because it's not the correct name spelling.
Could be that a policy is well within your affordable reach to get the proper coverage. And his name is Bruce Weiner at BEW Financial Solutions with a beautiful office right downtown here. On Sunday, we were looking forward to seeing you and hanging out, but it looks like the car show is going to be this Sunday. You going to be in town on Sunday?
We will be in town on Sunday, and at least one of us will be, because we also do Walmarts. Walmart on certain days. We're in Walmart in Riverdale to help people in Walmart. So we try to do the best we can to help our clients.
In conclusion, has there ever been anybody that has come to your office for advice or for help? Has there ever been anyone that you just couldn't do anything for?
Unfortunately, yes. There's some people that are just in what I call the hole where they're getting the coverage they can, and I will tell them that. I want to help everybody, but there's just some people that just fall in that crack.
Yeah. Is it rare that
rare.
happens? Yeah.
No, it's a rare thing that it happens, but I'm going to do everything I can to help somebody. I go beyond the normal agent's responsibility because I will help someone get PAD. If someone needs social services, I will direct them to the Senior Social Service Department in Ringwood. That's in Haskell. So I try to help people as much as I can. But unfortunately, there's a couple of people that there's just nothing. It's beyond my expertise.
Right. But you know where to send them.
And we try to help. We always, if it's within our capabilities, we will help them. If we don't know something, we will send them to somebody who does know something.
Give us the phone number and the address. Grab yourself a pen, piece of paper. Bruce is going to give you the phone number and his address. And please take the time, call, and visit. Time not spent on this is time waste and quite possibly money out the window. Bruce?
My phone number is 973-831-2188. I'll repeat that, 973-831-2188. And my address is 201 Wanaque Avenue.
And Bruce has been... Go ahead, Bruce.
Yeah, that's on the corner of Colfax and Wanaque Avenue.
Yeah, you can't miss it.
And you can call that number till 8 o'clock at night because it's forwarded to my cell phone.
The first step is to call.
Just so you know, the kid, it's so important for the 25, 24, 21-year-old to come see me, because they can start saving at $25 a month or $25 a week. We can help them now. $25 a week, they might end up having a whole bunch of money at retirement.
I can look forward to that, right? Bruce, we'll see you Sunday, and thank you for joining us, and thank you for what you do. You're the salt of the earth, my friend.
Thank you very much, Jimmy.
All right, my love to the family. We'll see you soon. BEW Financial Solutions right here in Pompton Lakes. Thank you, Bruce.
This is North Jersey's live and local radio station, North Jersey 1500 W.